Hello, hello, hello. Welcome again to Akasha's Spiritual Corner. Boy, there's been a lot that has been going on. A lot. In Highly Weird. And just crazy stuff, you know. Not so much with our young people, but our African-American young people. Like, thing going on with Meg Stallion when she got shot in the foot. First she said, oh, it was glass that, cut my foot. Then she comes back out later and says that somebody shot her in the foot. Of course, unless you've been under a rock, you already know that Tory Lanez, guy that she was dating at the time, or he was trying to pursue her, but she didn't seem to be that interested as far as having it turn into that kind of committed relationship, that he was the one who was arrested. Now, where did they come from? Of course, those Jenners and Kardashians at Kylie Jenner's house. Kylie was having a pool party. But I had questions as I looked at the story. And I wanted to do a reading on the story. I want to do a reading on Tory Lanez and a reading on May, as far as their relationship. I have questions about their relationship. And I have also, like everybody else out here in the regular world, away from Highly Weird, we have questions about what really happened. Everybody has their own theories, own thoughts and opinions. But I wanted to do a reading and ask the cards about it. Okay? So, shuffling them up. And this is my Madame and Dora deck. Okay. I want you, guiding spirit, and I welcome you. And I want to ask you about Tory Lanez and Meg Stallion. I want to ask about them separately. And I also, guiding spirit, want to ask them about their relationship and their feelings in said relationship. Because I tell you, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Okay. So I tell you, if it ain't one thing, it's another. What I want to do is do a Sears fan. And we're going to do a Sears fan. So let's do a Sears fan first. One, two, three, four, five, and six. Okay. This question, and this Sears fan, is about the relationship in general. What was the energies around their relationship? Megan the Stallion. I don't keep up with all these young people. I tried, but oh well. And Tory Lanez. Now, the number one card, the Shield. Okay. it says, you are safe from harm. Okay? This represents the present situation. This is how she was feeling at the time, that she was safe from harm. That's why she didn't mind, even after they had had an alleged argument at the party or some type of disagreement, to ride in the same vehicle with him. Okay? Now, the number 2 card represents health and physical well-being, revelry, and indulgence. Okay? And that is the Satyr. And with the Satyr card, and it says revelry and indulgence, basically was that went to the party, let loose their inhibitions, and there may have been some drinking, I feel. Also says to me, this card says there may have been some other things that was participated in. That's neither here or there, but that's what the cards are telling me. And that created a cloud in judgment, okay? Especially if you already have feelings on the inside, that you have to use your good instincts and self-control to not act on those primal feelings, i.e. him allegedly shooting her in the foot. Okay, number 3 represents love and friendship in your life. Rejuvenation and fulfillment. He felt like she was rejuvenation and fulfillment for him. I think based on this, the chalice, and then also the emotions are at their peak with the water card, that he had more feelings for her than she did for him. You know, at first, she liked him and stuff, and they probably thought he was cute. There was things about him that may have been charming. But then as she started to peel back the layers of the onion or the lotus flower, i.e. getting to know him better and see where his head was at, she really wasn't feeling him like he may have been feeling her. I saw a photo of them, and he's like hovering over her, but they're in a closed space. And look on her face, it's like, why am I here? How do I get out of this? She really looked very uncomfortable. Okay? This card right here represents an immediate concern. The card is the strongest oracle of future events. Emotions were at their peak. He's feeling like, hey, I need to really be in control. And she's like really feeling the opposite. I don't like this. I feel like I'm being dominated. What you say, how you may say it. I'm not feeling this at all. You need to back up off me, bro. We might can be friends. I'm a nice lady. But I'm just not feeling you. Okay? Number 5, the spider, represents spiritual harmony. Be meticulous and patient. She was trying to be meticulous and she was trying to be patient. But he wasn't having it. Represents wealth and material prosperity. Honor and good luck. She's going to get through this. She is going to get through this. The Griffin. Okay? Now, what I like to do is, and I'm using the same deck, but I'm asking a different question now. Tell me about Tory Lanez, his mental state in general, his mental, his emotional maturity. You know, what's going on with this brother in his mind and his heart? God and Spirit, tell me about him. I've heard a lot of things. I heard that he's always getting into it with somebody. There's always some type of incident. And if not that, he seems a little bit off upstairs mentally and emotionally. He seems a little bit off. Like he's had some kind of issues and things that have happened in his lifetime that have affected him. So the way he handles certain situations is kind of like a manifestation of how he deals with his feelings when it comes to conflict, or maybe not getting his way, maybe jumping the gun to conclusions in certain situations. Okay. God and Spirit, tell me about Mr. Tory Lanez. Tell me about Mr. Tory Lanez. Seek a union with mind and spirit. The air card. Okay. This is something that brother needs to do. So that tells me that his mind and his spirit and his emotions are not, they don't flow together. They're not running parallel. They're not working with each other. There's an imbalance. It's not a balance. Intuition. Follow your intuition. He's not doing that. He jumps off and reacts to his emotions. Okay. Choose your words carefully, the Sphinx. Okay. He doesn't choose his words carefully in certain situations. And then sometimes he may not choose his words at all. Instead of staying in control, he automatically reacts. The King, authority and diplomacy. He thinks of himself with some kind of authority, and he wants to have diplomacy. He tries to have diplomacy, but because he can't connect that mind and that spirit and also follow his intuition about what he should not do as well as what he should do, and then acting on it as far as choosing your words carefully, you know, not letting people get to you, kind of disconnecting yourself emotionally and looking at things logically, he causes himself problems. The Moon, you will be guided through the darkness. So eventually, hopefully, before it's too late, this brother will be guided through the darkness. And it also tells me there's something about him that we're not knowing, because the Moon, you hide things in the darkness. What is he hiding? Turn around this way. What is Mr. Tory Lanez hiding? What are you hiding, Tory? What's going on with you, brother? How did you grow up? What kind of environment did you grow up in? What did you experience something that affected you emotionally and mentally, that changed you? A long journey brings rewards. Well, it was a long journey, because he does come from Canada. And also a journey for guidance. He needs guidance. The Key. Locked doors can now be open. Locked doors can now hopefully be open. It's kind of sad that he had to be arrested and now he's facing more trouble. But maybe this will be the thing that actually opens his eyes and make him deal with, why do I act this way? Why do I say and do the things that I do? A close friend acts on your behalf. I feel that she was that close friend that acted on his behalf with this situation, instead of just coming out and saying, okay, this man did this, that, and such, you know. Because there's probably some things, the positive things that, you know, she does like about him. Because if she didn't, she wouldn't have hung out with him and at least spent some time with him as much as she did. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Your luck will soon change. His luck is what you make it. Now, people look at this black cat and say it's something negative. It's not always something negative. The ancient Egyptians, which if you look closer, you see the hieroglyphics. The ancient Egyptians valued the cat. The cat brought prosperity and good omens. So when it says your luck will soon change, yes, it doesn't have to necessarily change for, oh my God, the negative, something dark looms over your head. It can also mean you may have some good luck. You might wind up not even being, you know, fully charged, you know, as far as being convicted. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not what you say, it's what you can prove. And that goes for the state, too. They have to be able to prove he, you know, intentionally did what he did, and she was the result. Her being hurt. Okay. Now let's do a reading on Miss Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. I've heard some of her music and I like it. She's a fresh face. And you know the industry is very fickle. There's always a fresh face waiting in the rafters, waiting in the shadows. But like I said, I like her music. I like her style. You know, she seems to be a very nice young woman. But I do think she needs to be careful about who she associates herself with. But that's only my humble opinion. Okay. Guiding Spirit, tell me about Megan Thee Stallion. Whoop, I got cards jumping out. Okay. Tell me about Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. Earth card. Utilizing logic and reason. Common sense. Time is of the essence. Okay. To me, that tells me that you are a logical person. You got to use reason and common sense. Because time is of the essence. Be careful, Megan, of who you let come in contact with your energy. Be careful of who you hang out with. Things can be so innocent at first, but then go just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes out of control. The hand of fate. Okay? Forces beyond your control intervene. So I feel with that situation, this card here, definitely may play the part. The hand of fate. There was a hand of fate that stepped in for you, Miss Megan Thee Stallion, because you could have been shot and we could have been reading your obituary right now. But I'm so glad that did not happen. Okay? The shield. You are safe from harm. So because of the hand of fate, forces beyond your control are stepping in for you. You know, guardian angels, ancestors, the universe. keeping you safe from harm and I thinking it's waking you up on what everybody's been telling you. Use your skills to aid others, the Wizard card. You can really do a lot of good with your platform that you have. For black women, for black young girls, for young women and girls of any color. Follow your intuition, the seer. Honey, baby, if it don't feel right, then you go with that feeling. If something feels odd or strange or funny, then hey, leave that person alone. They ain't got to have your phone number. You ain't got to hang out with them. Okay? Turn your back and walk away. You don't have to be nasty about it, but just, you take care of you. The gate. A barrier keeps you from your goals. Now, with this gate, yes, it is a barrier, but it also allows you to see through that barrier and see what's on the other side. What and how can I obtain it? So, yes, it's a barrier, and you're dealing with this barrier right now. But I feel that she can get through this. Honor and good luck. The Griffin. Honor and good luck. So, that is my reading on their situation. On the situation of Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Now, what's going to come out with this court case? Will it be just he pays a fine because they really don't have enough to take him to court? And he goes by, goes on his merry way? Or will the law become a lot more serious with Mr. Lanez? And next thing you know, he's on a one-way trip, ticket back to Canada. I'd hate to see him lose his career, though. What is going on with Tory Lanez professionally? Well, what happened with him in this case? You will receive news from afar. So he's going to receive some news. The winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. He's going to receive news from afar. So he's not out the woods yet. The winds of change. And you might be going back to Canada. That's the way it might be looking. Or it might... I just feel that... locked doors can now be reopened. I'm looking at this key card because it opens things. I think he's going to wind up getting a chance where he's going to skate through this. Barely. He may have to pay some fines, pay some restitution. But I don't think they're just going to send him back to Canada. He's going to somehow have a chance to get through this and deal with everything. True love and fidelity. Learn how to love yourself. Love and prosperity. Woo, the Queen card. You will find your queen. Let her come to you. Let her come to you. Don't ever worry about trying to, go after her and obtain her. Let her come to you. He also, same thing, the barrier card, the gate. A barrier keeps you from your goals, but you can see through that and look at the other side and see, what are my goals? To deal with my emotions and how I act on them when it comes to situations with people, whether it's male or female. Also, a long journey brings rewards, the stars. So keep your head up, young brother. Well, that is my reading on Meg Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez. And that whole situation, their whole situation, their relationship, the incident that happened with the shooting. Okay? So I'd like to thank you for joining me here at Akasha's Spiritual Corner. Take it easy, y'all.